it's time for tip-episodes with quick tips you should know. Techniques you can implement into your workflow right here on A Tale, oh yeah, A Tale of Two Hygienists.
Hello, my name is Melissa Calhoun. I am a speaker, educator, and practicing dental hygienist in San Diego, California. I want to thank Waterpik for sponsoring today's tip-episode. I don't know about you, but as a clinical dental hygienist, I could spend hours in the oral care aisle at my local store examining different dental products. It's so much fun for me to look at what is out there, to see what my patients are seeing. However, I have to think sometimes how my patients must feel. So many products. There are literally 5 shelves of toothpaste, 2 of mouthwashes, not to mention the shelving of mechanical toothbrushes, electric toothbrushes, and water flossers. There is no one-size-fits-all for oral health care. This is why one of my favorite parts of being a hygienist is building relationships with my patients, especially around oral health education. I want them to feel comfortable enough to ask me about their home care products. I want my chair to be a judge-free zone. I do this by making my home care questions come right after I provide my medical history review. I ask them about what products they're using and how they are using them when they're sitting up looking me eye to eye. I can't imagine how they must feel laying back vulnerable in a chair with my loops on and my light looking at them like they're on an episode of Law and Order being interrogated about what they're doing in their mouth. I don't want my patients to feel like that. I want to be able to have that conversation with them and not make them feel as though they are, being grilled about whether or not they're flossing. At the practice I currently work in, we see a lot of patients that have implants. We also provide dental hygiene therapy with the EMS Airflow Prophylaxis Master and follow the guided biofilm therapy protocol. This protocol is an 8-step compass that allows me to educate my patients based on their individual needs. It also allows me to provide care on their individual needs. After assessing my patients for any disease, I disclose my patient's biofilm to make it visible. Now, I know this is something we used to do in school, and a lot of offices do not do this anymore. But this has opened up such an opportunity for me to be able to show my patients what products would be best for them. I have patients who, after I go over medical history and I ask them about their home care routine, they tell me they use an electric toothbrush twice a day and they floss with string floss daily. When I go to disclose them, there is still a lot of marginal plaque and interdental plaque. This means they are not properly removing this biofilm. That leads to gum disease and dental caries. This is why for most of my adult patients, I recommend the use of a water flosser for adequate biofilm disruption. Waterpik water flossers have over 80 published studies on the effectiveness of water flossing. These studies suggest that the water flosser should be added to most patients' oral health care routines. When I suggest water flossing to my patients, one common question that comes up is, but do I have to floss too? It brings joy to my heart when I get to tell my patients, no, you don't have to floss when using a water flosser. In fact, string floss only gets about 2 to 3 millimeters under the gum line clean, while a Waterpik water flosser can clean up to 6 millimeters underneath the gum line. The Waterpik water flosser has several studies that support this statement. 2 studies in the Journal of Clinical Dentistry in 2005 and in 2013 suggest that the Waterpik water flosser is 50% more effective at reducing gingivitis, while it is 29% more effective at removing biofilm. As I stated earlier, many of my patients have implants, and I have to be able to give them adequate modalities to clean around those implants. In a 2018 study in the Compendium of Continuing Education of Dentistry, Goyle et al. Stated that water flossers are twice as effective as string floss on removal of plaque around implants. This is very important for my patients who struggle with implant mucositis. When it comes to suggesting the water flosser for my patients, there are generally three that I like to stick to. First, there are many patients that want to do things that are efficient yet effective. Most patients don't floss because it's an extra step. So I love to suggest for those patients the Waterpik Cordless Advanced Water Flosser. This is a handheld device that is waterproof. Being that it's waterproof means that you can do it in the shower. Efficient and effective. It comes with 4 tips and 3 pressure settings. When it comes to pressure settings on a Waterpik, whether it's a handheld device or a tabletop device, I suggest that my patients start at a lower setting and gradually move to a higher setting to where they are comfortable. My personal favorite Waterpik is the Waterpik Ion. This has a very compact, sleek design, and it's rechargeable, so no more cords hanging all over your countertops. The charge lasts approximately 4 weeks. The machine comes with 6 different tips and 10 different pressure settings. The head of the handle swivels for adaptability in all areas of your mouth. And last, for my patients who could benefit from not only a water flosser, but also an electric toothbrush, I suggest the Sonic Fusion 2.0. This water flosser can be used as both an electric toothbrush, as a water flosser, or as both an electric toothbrush and a water flosser. It comes with a 2-minute timer with 30-second pacer and has been shown to have 30% more power than the original Sonic Fusion. In the same 2018 study I mentioned earlier, in the Compendium of Continuing Education of Dentistry, they found that the Sonic Fusion 2.0 was 36% more effective at plaque reduction and 38% more effective at reducing gingival bleeding and inflammation when compared to other high-end Sonic toothbrushes. Patient education is key to our patients maintaining symbiosis in their oral cavity. Meeting patients where they are means that we are listening and understanding their needs. Disclosing every patient every time has opened up the conversation with my patients to add new products to their oral care routine, and many actually do it. This will not only improve their oral health, but their overall health as well. I'd like to thank Waterpik again for sponsoring this tipisode. And if you would like to learn more about Waterpik water flossers, I encourage you to set up a lunch and learn by clicking the link in the show notes. If you would like to contact me, you can find me on Instagram at MissyRDH, or you can email me at mcalhounrdh@icloud.com. That's MCALHOUNRDH@icloud.com. Thank you so much.
A tale of two hygienists.